Jay here, Stretford, Paddock. That is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll give him one anyway, Mr. Andy Tate. Andy, it's almost, I want to ask you something now, it's almost 10 years since you became a legend when you spoke about David Moyes, and you summed up what a lot of us were feeling about David Moyes, about the football on offer, at that time. 10 years later, you've just come from the game, you've just watched Manchester United beat Everton, it's a win. Is it much better?
No, it's not. The football's not changed at all from 2014 to 2024, and it was an awful game.
Yeah,
absolutely awful. Didn't have our shooting boots on, and we're very fortunate that we've got Andre 3000, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Had a blinder of a game, and our defence played well today. And Tate coming out with what he was saying. We were the better team, oh man. I'm just like, it was so lacklustre. I could have fell asleep in my seat today, lad.
Do you want to hear from the manager after a game like that? Because he has this sort of thing, doesn't he, Erik? Even after the derby, where he'll go, we put a great performance on, or a good performance, and we played well, and you think, no, we didn't. Do you want to see him come out and be more honest? Do you want to see him come out and go, that ain't acceptable?
It's not acceptable. It's just, I want to see honest there. We were not good. We did not penetrate. We did not push. We did not work for the ball. We didn't create chances. I want to hear it. And he said the same sort of thing against Fulham. Now, the Fulham game was more important than the Manchester derby. Like, you could expect losing the Manchester derby. But what he said in the last couple of games, it doesn't make sense. And I think alarm bells, Mr. Brailsford and Jim would have caught on to some of them comments. It's not, I just say I'm not impressed.
What's the atmosphere like at the ground, Andy? Because I wasn't there today. I've not been there. I think the Spurs game was probably my last game. I've not been as often this season. Because we know that the likes of Brailsford, the likes of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, they go to some of these games. They hear the crowd. They'll say, they ain't buying into this or they are buying into it. What was the atmosphere like today?
I think it was okay. We were just getting behind the team and just supporting the lads. But I want to see more from the team. I mean, I thought Bruno was okay today. And but going forward, we had 2 shots. Everton, 20 shots on target, Everton. Well, 20 shots on goal. And next week, the other half of Merseyside is coming to town. And you're going to, if you give them 20 shots, you're going to be in trouble, mate.
Yeah, I mean, that is a worry, innit? Liverpool, because Everton today were poor. What do you make of that, though, right, Andy? Because do you feel that we can step up our game when it's Liverpool and we might need to? Or do you feel like today you're watching a United team that's what you're going to get?
This is what you're going to get now, unless we get players back for next week. I saw Harry Maguire walking in just before kick-off, and I say maybe we need him next week as well. We need Højlund back as well, and I'm just sick of the injuries, the excuses. These players, they can't formulate a pass, they can't formulate an effort together. You've seen it in little bits, but it's not good enough. One game a week, they still can't compute with each other. And I wasn't impressed today. I mean, I've had 2 hours sleep from work last night. I could have slept in my seat for the game. Yeah. I could have had a 40 winks and watched it. I want obliviously heard the goal because it was that quiet.
No, well, listen, I get you because we did the watch along and we did the review afterwards, me and Joe, and I wasn't praising that performance. I get a win is a win. I don't want to be too negative, but you have to be honest. You have to be honest about what you've seen. Was there anyone who you thought? I mean, you mentioned Bruno and obviously Andre 3000, as you called him, for Andre Onana. I think it was Alejandro Garnacho who got player of the match. Was anyone that stood out for you? You thought, okay, at least he was trying. At least he did something. I mean, I don't know, I won't put words in your mouth. I thought Johnny Evans did quite well.
I will say Johnny Evans played well. He had the man of the match and he got a standing ovation. And I think Casemiro played okay and Delo, but I want to see more from him. Yeah. And it's, I would say, let's say the keeper and some of the back 4 played well, but Garnacho, he had a chance to go just before half time to make it 3-0. Pull the trigger. It's the story of our season, and he gets caught and they defend it very well. So I'm sick of it. Next week, if you get chances like that, you've got to take them. You've really got to take them. We haven't got nothing going up front today, and we were very fortunate. Like I say, we've got pens because Everton very reckless, very lethargic, and they've got a fight on their hands to stay in the Premier League, and they've still got that cushion of them points. So I wasn't impressed about anything today with the game. Even if a manager can say we were good, we controlled it, and I'm sorry, man. I seen it. Everybody in the ground seen it. I don't know what you're seeing, mate. I still want him as manager. But saying stuff like that does not help your cause in your case.
I will ask you about that because it would feel like, or I feel like Erik Tate is like on trial almost. It's like he's on probation for his job. Like every game, it's like, you know, the likes of Brailsford, who you mentioned, you know, Jim Ratcliffe, they're going to be watching, they're going to keep an eye on you. I ask you this every week because every week it's relevant. Do you think he's going to be the manager for Manchester United next season?
I don't know. I can't answer that, mate. I really can't answer that. He could win the FA Cup, finish 5th, get Champions League and still get the sack.
Yeah.
Louis van Gaal did it. So he could win an FA Cup within a couple of hours. His wife knew before he did.
It was horrible.
So that's how ruthless the world of football is. So I don't know what to expect. And I even see the committee. Old Trafford's already been written off with that committee announced yesterday. Seb Cole, Gary Neville, Sir Jim. And there was a lady on it.
There's about 10 in there, I think.
There's about 10, so as far as I'm concerned, the decision's already been made. Old Trafford's going to get bulldozed.
There's still this sort of, at least, you know, maybe lip service or PR or whatever, of we're not decided yet, we're going to see what happens, but you feel it's going to be
I feel it's going to get bulldozed. I really don't like it. You're going to get trying to get players on board, ex-players trying to smooth the transition, appease the fans. I'm not interested.
You've been very vocal, aren't you, from the start that you don't want to see Old Trafford go. You want to see a revamp.
I want to see a revamp. I can say you can revamp it. Look, you can do a bit. You can do the Burnabout. They're doing a new camp. So why can't you do Old Trafford?
Been very, very sort of.
You know, you come to fix it, Sir Jim. But looks like you Bob the Builder. You're going to wreck it and destroy it.
I mean, fair play there. You got quite a few puns in there. I'll give you that one. Just quickly, looking forward towards the Liverpool game. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, we have Rasmus Højlund back. Do you think he's just, or maybe Maguire as well? Do you think he's on a bit of adding to nothing here? Can you see us getting anything out of that game?
The only chance is because we got Old Trafford.
Yeah,
that's it. You've got 9,000 Liverpool fans. Recipe for an atmosphere. Recipe for trouble as well off the pitch as well. So. I don't know what 9,000 Liverpool fans. Would we get 9,000 at Anfield? I don't think. I don't think we would.
I've been near the Liverpool fans at Old Trafford when we had them in the FA Cup, and it's interesting to say the least.
Yeah. Old Trafford's going to get absolutely trashed upstairs. Yeah. So East Ham better prepare for a relocation. You know what I mean, and a DIY, and fix it.
Are we going to get done on the pitch though?
I don't know, mate. That it could be our season. I mean, after that Forest game, I think sort of give me that vibes we could do it, but everybody has to be in tune next week. And if we get past that, you got to beat the best to win the competition. So it's 25 years since we played Newcastle on the Saturday. City's got Newcastle. You never know. We could have a United Newcastle semi-final for 25 years on. So. FA Cup, anything can happen, and I want to win it. And I want to take Liverpool down. I really do this season. I don't want to see them winning any more trophies. I really want to take them down.
Couldn't agree more. Listen, don't care how bitter or whatever it sounds, I'll settle for us just beating Liverpool, to be honest with you, because I'm really worried this season could be the worst ever. Andy, always a pleasure. Go and check out Andy on all your socials. He does loads of stuff. He's on all these different channels. Go and check him out, man. He never stops working. He's a proper grafter. You know where to find me as well. Make sure you are hitting like, share and subscribe. That's been Andy Tate. I'm Jay Motti. This has been a review. Manchester United beating Everton 2-0 with a pretty unconvincing performance. Thanks for watching.